in all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we'll see fifth-year quarterback Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans as they take on Case Keenum and the Washington Redskins. With that, let's get on up to FedEx Field near Washington. Standing by for the call of this one, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis on hand. And, Charles, we've got 2 teams here, certainly with something to prove after a disappointing 2017.
Let's be honest about it. Their playoff aspirations, they went splat, didn't they? They've got to prove now to themselves and to their fans. Are they one of those teams that's ready to move back up, or are they one of those teams that really has to rebuild?
Now, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Redskins offense led by their new quarterback, Case Keenum. And Keenum, a guy, he's seen his fair share of highs and lows in this game. The high, likely his 22-touchdown season for the Vikings in 2017. And the low probably being traded by Denver after one 6-10 season. But here he is ready to rock and roll. They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. And here a look at the offensive starters for the Redskins.
And we have to start with Adrian Peterson. The 7-time Pro Bowl running back is back for his second season with Washington. And he was surprisingly good in 2018. At one point, had the team leading the NFC East. And right now he sits at number 8 all-time in rushing. And in his sights, number 7, Jerome Bettis, number 6, LaDainian Tomlinson, and with a big year, maybe even number 5, Curtis Martin.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They run it here with Thompson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Keenum. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 30.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? They'll run on 1st down. Thompson. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. 11 yards there. 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They go play action here on 1st down. Completes it to Davis. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Let's go, D.
They'll run with Peterson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Keenum. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Peterson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And Hopkins' kick is good. Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So we saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet, probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here come the Titans under second-year head coach Mike Vrabel. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Out of Oregon, it's Marcus Mariota.
Marcus Mariota's skill set can help continue to evolve the position of quarterback in the NFL because his ability to run with the football, you may not utilize it as little as other coaches have in the past. You may emphasize that part of the game a little bit more.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throwing is Mariota. They'll roll him out right. And an alley to run. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. And the Titans first down.
Nothing after 1 on line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mariota, and Walker has it. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Derrick Henry, and he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it, and here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Watch the screen.
Mariota now from the 50. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they show to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Got him in. It's Brown. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Titans have taken the lead. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Washington's offense coming back out here, CD. As mentioned, this is a Washington team 1-7 following that loss to Minnesota. And the last time out against Minnesota, you could call that redemption night a little bit, right? You had AP going against his longtime team. Case Keenum going against the team he guided to the playoffs before being let go. And not to mention Kirk Cousins on the other side. But let's focus on Adrian Peterson. 103 total yards, 76 on the ground. In doing so, he moved past both Jerome Bettis and LaDainian Tomlinson into 6th place all time.
And I thought it was fitting that he made that move past 2 of the terrific players we've ever seen in the NFL in Minnesota, where he put up such big numbers for such a long time. Got a nice ovation from the crowd late in the ballgame to acknowledge all that Adrian Peterson did while he was a Viking.
And then he posted on social media afterwards, said it was very emotional, and he really appreciated that standing O. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And it's second down. Well, Charles, 18 of the 32 teams have now played 8 games, half their season. The other 14 will reach the midway point next week, so we'll save the midseason grades and awards until then. But
Thank you. I like that.
We'll wait on that. But let's look at a few underperforming teams thus far that have played 8 games, and you tell me what you think their final record's going to be. Now, let's start with the Chargers at 3-5.
Big win in Chicago on Sunday. I like them to go 5-3 down the stretch. And that gives them 8 wins. Actually, have them go 6-2. I think they're going to go 9-7.
Ooh, right there on the edge of the playoffs. Okay, let's stay in the AFC West. How about the Broncos at 2-6 right now?
I just don't see that offense improving. I think that they win 2 more games and go 4-12.
Okay. And Giants, 2-6. They're underperforming.
Yeah, but their schedule really lightens up on the back end. They're playing hard. I'm going to give them 6 wins, 6-10.
Lastly, I might duck under the table when you answer this one. The Falcons at 1-7.
That's a tough one because I wonder about what's going to happen with their head coach. But I think they'll play better down the stretch. 4 wins, 4-12.
You're off the hot seat, my friend.
Thank you.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding the coverages. And they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On first down, it's Keenum. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Keenum now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Keenum to throw again. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. That's going to be caught by Richardson. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Again, Keenum. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Hopkins' kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Tennessee Titans 4-4 after their Week 8 victory that we discussed earlier over Tampa Bay. And as their offense comes back out here, CD, let's look right now at where they are at 4-4 because they're in the thick of things in what is an interesting division in the AFC South.
Everyone's bunched up, right? Who has the most wins? Indianapolis at 5?
Yeah.
So no one is running away with the division. All these teams feel like they can beat each other. And I think with Tannehill now taking the reins, playing better at the quarterback position, that allows that defense that many were talking top 10, top 5 coming into the season to really play better, a little more relaxed. Although Tennessee almost blew the Tampa game with the fake field goal with Brett Kern. Not the most athletic guy running the football. And then Devin Smith, he really whacked him. Ball came out, but luckily for the Titans, a quick whistle killed the play and cost Tampa Bay a score.
Now next up for Tennessee, at Carolina and then home to the Chiefs before their open week. So a couple of good tests coming up for Tennessee. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Mariota, and he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 45-yard line. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. It's caught by Davis. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has the look of a game that could very well go down to the wire. Just 1 point separating these two clubs at the break. But they're ready for the second half, and we are too. As we'll kick it right back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Again, it's Henry. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Redskins on third down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. From the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Here's Brett Kern now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8.
Redskins now going to come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and that'll bring up second down.
Partner, earlier I asked you about some teams that were underperforming so far. Well, right now let's play a game arrow up, arrow down. I'll give you teams that are kind of in the middle of the pack. You tell me if they're going to go up or down second half of the season. Let's start with the Raiders at 3 and 4.
Arrow up. I think they're going to beat the teams they're supposed to beat, and they will beat someone good down the stretch.
Okay. Jacksonville, they're 500 right now, 4 and 4.
Yeah, but their division is conducive to their arrow going up. Gardner Minshew playing well. Maybe Nick Foles comes back, and I like that defense.
Okay, the Lions got a win last week to get to 3 and 1. How about them?
Don't like their division. Minnesota, Green Bay within division. Unfortunately, arrow down.
Lastly, how about the Panthers, 4 and 3?
Defense is supposed to travel. That was a tough one in San Francisco last Sunday. Still think that'll happen, and I do believe Cam Newton will come back this season. Arrow up.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, Keenum. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Out come the Titans now. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It was Jonathan Bostic there on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Rolling to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And he slides to avoid the hit. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
A first down carry for Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Number 53, line 53.
Mariota to Lewis on the draw. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long, and that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Now the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. They go play action. Mariota. And that will be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And a bit of a mistake there. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Keenum and the Redskins now going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's get off the field, D.
Here's Keenum. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Switch it.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Keenum. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Here goes the hot. Wait, 20. Eat. I know he ain't got it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keenum. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Keenum now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Keenum. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Keenum. He's got it complete to Thompson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Keenum. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle. 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mariota sliding out of the pocket. He's got it. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and the Redskins scoop it.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Following the fumble recovery, Keenum. He's got Thompson here, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Keenum now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Keenum. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Keenum. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So now Mariota and the Titans down 9-7, 2:24 to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Mariota to throw it. He completes it to Henry.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mariota on the delay to Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Mariota. Flush to his right. And some room to maneuver. Oh, the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
One receiver right, that's Brown. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the rookie A.J. Brown there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow... incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it. And this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Here's Henry, and he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. That time a 6-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now it's the Redskins' turn, trailing by 5, 70 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
Let's go. Hurry.
Back to throw, Keenum. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
He'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. They do snap it to Keenum. Now a desperation throw deep. It's caught inside the 25. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Keenum. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Landover.